Be honest. Do you feel stuck or are you just comfortable? Many of us claim we're trapped, but often we're simply choosing the familiar over the unknown. Being stuck means you have no options. Being comfortable means you have options, but you're not taking them. It's easier to blame outside forces than admit we're choosing safety. The comfort zone is like a cage with an open door. We stay inside because it's predictable. The world outside is uncertain, but it's also full of opportunity. Ask yourself, are you truly unable to change, or are you choosing the path of least resistance? Recognizing comfort as a choice puts the power back in your hands. You are the author of your story. The next chapter begins when you decide to step out. Our days, for many of us, are built on routine, a framework of habits and expectations that shape our lives from the moment we wake up. It's the familiar rhythm that dictates our actions, often without us even realizing it. Same alarm, jolting us awake at the same ungodly hour, same breakfast, the usual fuel to kickstart the day. We reach for the same cereal box, pour the same coffee, all before our minds are even fully awake. Same commute, the same crowded train, the same bumper-to-bumper traffic, the same route etched into our muscle memory. We navigate the familiar path, often lost in thought, barely registering the world around us. We move through life on autopilot, our actions dictated by habit rather than conscious choice. We become creatures of comfort, seeking the familiar and avoiding the unknown, barely noticing the repetition, the endless cycle of sameness that defines our days. The world becomes a blur of familiar faces and places, all blending together into a monotonous landscape. At work, we perform familiar tasks, the same reports, the same spreadsheets, the same emails. We go through the motions, our minds often wandering to other things. Greet the same faces, exchange the same pleasantries, engage in the same water cooler conversations. The office becomes a microcosm of our larger routine, a place where predictability reigns supreme, and solve the same problems, the same challenges, the same obstacles that seem to reappear day after day. We become experts at navigating the familiar, but at what cost? Afterward, we unwind with TV, seeking escape in the stories of others, a temporary distraction from the monotony of our own lives. Or social media, endlessly scrolling through feeds, comparing ourselves to others, seeking validation in likes and comments. Watching others live while we stay in our comfort zone, vicariously experiencing adventures and excitement that we ourselves are too afraid to pursue. This predictability feels safe, a warm blanket of security that shields us from the uncertainties of the world. But it also numbs us, dulling our senses and stifling our creativity. We become complacent, content with the status quo, even if it doesn't truly fulfill us. We stop dreaming, our imaginations atrophy, and we lose sight of the possibilities that lie beyond the confines of our routine. Stop growing, our potential remains untapped, our talents lie dormant, and we become stagnant, like a plant deprived of sunlight. And start believing this is all life has to offer, that this monotonous existence is the best we can hope for. The golden cage of routine, seemingly beautiful and inviting, but ultimately a prison of our own making, keeps us secure, protected from the challenges and uncertainties of the outside world. But it also keeps us small, limiting our horizons and preventing us from reaching our full potential. Deep down, we know we're meant for more, that there's a fire within us waiting to be ignited. That quiet longing is a reminder, a gentle nudge from our soul, urging us to break free from the chains of routine. There's a bigger, more vibrant life waiting, filled with adventure, excitement, and endless possibilities. The question is, will you answer its call? Will you heed the whispers of your heart and dare to step outside your comfort zone? Will you break the cycle? Will you challenge the status quo and create a life that truly reflects your passions and desires? Or will you let comfort keep you where you are? Will you succumb to the allure of the familiar and settle for a life of quiet desperation? The choice is yours. The power to break free and create a life of purpose and passion lies within you. We often find ourselves drawn to the familiar, to the places and routines that offer a sense of security. Why do we stay in our comfort zones, clinging to what we know, even when we know the door is open? Even when opportunity knocks, beckoning us towards something more? The comfort zone is familiar, easy, and low stress. It's a place where we feel safe and in control, where the unexpected is minimized. But living there permanently traps us in sameness. It limits our potential and prevents us from experiencing the richness and diversity that life has to offer. We risk stagnation, becoming a shadow of who we could be. We all want change. A desire for something better is inherent in the human spirit. better health, a stronger, more vibrant body, more happiness, deeper connections, and a greater sense of fulfillment, new adventures, experiences that broaden our horizons and challenge our perspectives. But change means discomfort. Stepping outside the familiar inevitably brings a sense of unease, fear of failure, the possibility that we might not succeed in our endeavors, being judged, the worry about what others might think of our choices and actions, not knowing what to do, the uncertainty that comes with navigating uncharted territory. Our instinct is to avoid these feelings, to shield ourselves from the potential pain and vulnerability, and retreat to what we know, seeking solace in the predictable and the safe. Imagine learning to swim. The analogy is quite apartment standing by the pool is safe, comfortable, and requires no effort. But you'll never swim unless you jump in. You have to take that leap of faith, embrace the initial discomfort, and learn to navigate the water. Discomfort is the price of growth. It's the necessary catalyst that pushes us beyond our limitations and allows us to evolve. Most see discomfort as a stop sign, an indication to turn back and stay within the confines of their comfort zone. But it's actually a sign you're growing. It signifies that you're pushing your boundaries, expanding your horizons, and becoming more resilient. Every new skill, job, or relationship, every step outside of what you already know, requires stepping into the unknown. It demands courage, a willingness to face uncertainty, and a belief in your ability to adapt and learn. The fear you feel is normal. It's a natural human response to the unfamiliar. It means you're challenging yourself. It's a sign that you're pushing past your perceived limits and striving for something more. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. It requires venturing into the unknown, embracing discomfort, and pushing beyond your perceived limitations. Embrace discomfort as a necessary part of the journey. See it not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. It's not a threat, it's your path forward. It's the road that leads to new experiences, greater understanding, and a more fulfilling life. Step outside, and you'll discover what you're truly capable of. You'll unlock hidden potential, build resilience, and create a life that is both meaningful and extraordinary. Let's see, what separates the dreamers from the doers? What is the subtle yet powerful force that propels some individuals forward while others remain stuck in place, forever yearning for a different reality? How this plays out in real life. We often see the highlight reel, the end result, the success story. But what about the messy middle? The doubts, the hesitations, the moments of sheer terror that everyone experiences along the way? Let's pull back the curtain and examine the everyday struggles that hold us back from achieving our full potential. The person who wants to get fit avoids the gym out of fear, of looking foolish, of being judged, of not measuring up to some perceived standard of physical perfection. They imagine all eyes on them, scrutinizing their every move, amplifying their insecurities. The unhappy employee dreads Mondays but stays for the security of a paycheck, fearing the unknown of job hunting. The comfort of the familiar, even if it's soul-crushing, feels safer than the uncertainty of a new path. They tell themselves it's not the right time, or that they don't have the skills, masking their fear with excuses. The aspiring entrepreneur dreams big, but never takes the first step, paralyzed by the risk of failure. The fear of losing money, of being ridiculed, of simply not being good enough, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The blank notebook remains blank, the business plan unwritten, the dream unfulfilled. In each case, the door is open. The gym, the job search, the business tools are all accessible. The resources are there, waiting to be utilized. The path is illuminated, yet they remain rooted in place. What holds them back isn't circumstance, but fear and comfort. It's the seductive allure of the familiar, the resistance to change, the internal narrative that whispers doubts and insecurities. Imagine if each took just one small brave step, a short gym visit, just to familiarize themselves with the environment, sending a resume even if it's not perfect, making a business call, to gather information and build connections. Progress starts with a single act of courage. That initial leap of faith, however small, can create a ripple effect, setting in motion a chain of positive changes. Every journey begins with that first step out of comfort. It's about choosing growth over stagnation, embracing the unknown, and believing in your own potential. The life you want is on the other side of action. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, but about creating the moment through your choices and actions. Don't let fear keep you dreaming instead of doing. Don't let it steal your potential and leave you with a life of regret. Choose courage over comfort. Choose growth over stagnation. Choose action over inaction. That's how you break free. That's how you unlock your potential and create the life you've always dreamed of. It all starts with that single courageous step. There's a reason breaking out of comfort is so hard. It's how your brain is wired. Your brain loves habits, routines, save energy, and feel safe. The basal ganglia runs your autopilot, making familiar tasks effortless. But when you try something new, your prefrontal cortex kicks in. It's hard work and feels uncomfortable. Your brain resists, sending signals of anxiety or self-doubt to steer you back to safety. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Recognize that resistance as a sign you're about to grow. Each small step into the unknown builds new neural pathways. Over time, what was once scary becomes your new normal. Growth is a process. Embrace the discomfort. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Your comfort zone expands with every brave step. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Progress means moving forward, learning, and growing. If you're always comfortable, you're not challenging yourself. Think back to learning an instrument or moving to a new city. Progress was born from discomfort. Comfort disguises itself as a friend, but it keeps you small and robs you of your potential. Choosing comfort over growth means letting your dreams fade. Instead, embrace healthy discomfort, the kind that comes from stretching yourself, not from danger. It's the nerves before a first date, the soreness after a workout, the fatigue after learning something new. These feelings are proof you're on the right path. Discomfort is your guide, not your enemy. Seek it out and you'll find growth. Don't let comfort lull you into stagnation. Progress is worth the growing pains. Step into discomfort and watch yourself transform. We've explored comfort, fear, and the science of change. Now, it's time for action. Ask yourself, what's one small thing you could do today that scares you just a little? It could be reaching out to a friend, taking a walk, updating your resume, or jotting down a business idea. The size doesn't matter, the intention does. Each small, brave step builds your courage muscle. The more you choose courage over comfort, the easier it gets. Momentum grows with every action. Decide on your one brave step right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Take the step, notice how you feel, and celebrate your progress. You're not stuck, you are just comfortable. Today, you choose to step out and claim the life waiting for you.